guys have a lot of questions.
Yes, sir. Okay, I will start my first question, sir. Can you
Okay.
introduce yourself, like your name and your position in the Hilton Garden Inn hotel?
Okay. My name is Suresh Kumar.
Yes, sir.
I'm the front office manager here.
Yes, sir.
I've been working with Hilton Garden in Puchong for last 3 years.
Okay, sir. Okay, so sir, can you explain about the hotel background, sir?
You want overall, or you just wanted to know about the Hilton Garden in Puchong?
We want to know the Hilton Garden in Puchong only, sir.
Hilton Garden in Puchong is under the Hilton Group. As you all know, that the Hilton Group is one of the second largest brand in the world.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So we have about 14 brands. So one of them is Hilton Garden in Puchong.
Yes, sir.
And Hilton, of course, is one of the very well established company in
Yes,
the
sir.
world. And of course, in terms of staff benefits, welfares, and all that, it's all taken care very well.
Yes, sir.
And then in terms of career-wise, Hilton also has given a lot of opportunities to everyone and those who really, really put their efforts to learn and to really, really come up in their life. So this is another career path whereby Hilton has created very well for so many people.
Okay, sir.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, okay.
I proceed to the next question, sir.
Yeah,
How your
please.
how your hotel will welcome the guests and how you handle all your guests in all these stages like arrival, familiarization, engagement, and departure.
You see, Hilton, we have our loyalty program.
Mm-mm.
Our loyalty program called Hilton Honors.
Yes, sir.
In terms of booking, they have so many channels to book their booking. There are OTA. Have you all heard about OTA? Online travel agent, like
Yes, sir.
Booking.com, Agoda, HotelBait.
Yes,
So
sir.
one
We
of
have
them
been used.
is we have our own website as well under Hilton. So when you become a Hilton Honors member, you be automatically become a blue member.
Mm-mm.
So
Yes, sir.
from blue member, as you stay, the number of increased, we have the Hilton Honors Center will automatically upgrade you to the next level.
Mm-mm.
So that's one of the channel where they can make booking through our own Hilton website.
Yes, sir.
They also have choices to book through OTA, which is online travel agent.
Yes, sir.
They also can book through hotel directly by calling in.
Yes, sir.
So all these are the channels for them to make booking.
Yes, yes, sir.
Well, I'm coming back to your questions. How do we welcome?
Yes,
So
sir.
when they make booking through our channel, we will automatically get their profile into our system. And
Yes, sir.
we will know whether the number of time or the number of stays with us or within Hilton,
Yes, sir.
whether are they regular, are they not regular. If it's regular, we will prepare in advance so that their check-in process will not take time.
Yes, sir.
If they are first timer, whereby we don't have their profiles, what we will do, we welcome them as what Hilton Honors guests. Because why? We have a policy to say that all guests are VIP.
Yes, sir.
We don't treat anybody differently by their races, by whatever skin color or whatsoever, because we can't and we shouldn't discriminate anybody.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm sure Malaysians, a lot of hotels, you all would have heard that when nigger comes in, we treat niggers separately and differently.
Mm-mm. Yes, sir.
Some of the hotels, even I have observed, they don't even respect the niggers.
Mm-mm. Yes, sir.
But anyway, we'll come back to your questions. We treat everyone the same. We have that policy. Regardless, unless there's any issue, we will address that separately. By welcoming guests, let's put it this way. In Hilton, what we will do, we are not resort. You know, there are resorts and city hotels. We don't treat people differently, but the way of welcoming it's a bit different.
Mm-mm.
in the city hotels, we are considered a city hotel whereby we expect them to come to the lobby. And of course, there's a meter, about 5 meters, you have to start to look up. When they comes 3 meters, you have to start to greet them. Even though if you do not know them by name, you greet them good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Hilton Garden in Puchong. As they give you their passport or their IC, that's where we have to start to address them by their name.
Yes, sir.
If let's say you are Muthu Arasan, we will say welcome to Hilton Garden in Mr. Muthu Arasan. Good to see you here and welcome to Hilton Garden Inn, and we are very happy to see you here, and here you go. Can I have your booking number whatsoever?
Okay.
And Hilton has a policy whereby you have to, once you know the name, you have to address their name at least 3 times while they are in the counter.
Oh.
You have to use their name.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say I'm Suresh. Thank you, Mr. Suresh. Can I help you, Mr. Suresh? And can I have your IC, Mr. Suresh? As soon as you know their name. As far as you do not know their name, can I help you? Usually it's discourageable to call people sir and madam. But many of the hotels, they are still adopting that. Okay, that's one part. Once we have done our check-in and all that,
Yes, sir.
we are not allowed to mention their room number in the counter. We are supposed to take the key card holder. We have to show them the key card holder. This is your room number. In case of anybody else next to you, we don't want people to know what's your room number and which room are you staying, for your safety and security reason.
Okay, sir.
Any questions on that?
No, sir, no, sir. Clear, it's clear.
Or am I too loud?
No, okay, sir. It's okay. Can.
Okay, cool.
So, okay. So next question 4, Julian.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Hello. So my question is, your hotel is hotel operation during the COVID-19 pandemic outbreak?
Yes, we are. We are the quarantine center now since April.
Oh, okay, sir.
We wondering surviving still.
So is there any challenges to overcome during COVID-19 and regarding the guest confidence?
Actually, when we start to take the quarantine business,
Okay.
we notify most of our Hilton Honors guests and our FIT guests that we are the quarantine center, but we have designated one floor for our normal guests. In case they have confidence to come and stay with us, they may come. If not, we don't turn them down, but we tell them nicely. We are part of the quarantine center, whereby we have one floor for you to stay. If you wish to, you may come, no issue. But many of their questions, is that safe?
All right, sir. The next question is, explain further about the maintaining hygienic of hotel and sanitizing surrounding.
Well, Hilton is one of the hotel or one of the brand who's taken very drastic steps into hygiene and so on, whereby we sanitize every room. Once we have done our sanitizing, what we will do, we will seal the door.
Okay, sir.
Okay, what we do, we have every single, I mean, I couldn't show you anything because everywhere we have some stickers on the mirror, what they can do, what they are not, and where we have sanitized and where we have done certain things, and including our, how would I say, the TV remote control. So wherever they frequently touch, we have sanitized that area and we have information on it.
All right.
Then
okay, sir.
we'll seal the room. Once we seal the room, no one allowed to come in except the guests. So that's another part, is the confident part for the guests that our rooms are safe to stay. Then we also sanitize the corridors And we also
Okay.
sanitize the lift
Yeah.
and the reception where they check in, because we have lots of bottles of sanitizers prepared for the guests. We also have sanitizers in the lift elevator.
Okay, sir.
So
Sir,
we have taken a lot of precautions just to curb this in the hotel, because our auditing systems are very tedious. So because of that, not because of the auditing part is tedious, but overall that Hilton has taken a lot of precautions.
okay, sir. Sir, there are a lot of positive reviews regarding to your hotel. There are some good accommodation with affordable prices and amazing customer service, and great hotel, nice breakfast, large breakfast spread, great location, clean and nice view. It's located near monorail, chalk it with walking distance within 10 minutes. Great atmosphere, truly recommend to access the pool and the rooftop, but as the view is amazing. Can see the both Petronas Towers and KLCC. Hotel is the heart of the city. A lot of shops are nearby and super hospitality and great stuffs. Sir, can you explain how you maintain the good services?
Okay, before that, I need to
Yeah.
do some corrections there.
Okay, sir.
All the comments that you have taken,
Yeah.
that is from the Hilton Garden in Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, okay,
We
sir.
are Hilton Garden in Puchong.
Pujo.
We are in
All
Puchong.
right. Okay,
Because from
okay,
Puchong,
sir.
we are not able to see the Twin Tower. Of course, Hilton Garden in KL, I have stayed there a few times. The view in terms of Twin Tower, it's very clear and beautiful at night. And rooftop, only
All right.
them have the rooftop bar. So
Okay, sir.
okay, let me divert that. Well, it's a
All
nice
right.
place because they have two buildings. So now I come back to Hilton Garden
Okay,
in
sir.
Puchong. I have to tell you about Puchong.
In Puchong. Yeah.
So Puchong, of course, we also give good customer service. Probably you can just go back and see the reviews and all that. Um, what is good in Puchong that people tend to, I mean, to make them come back here? We are more into city hotels. It is a common, okay. The LRT station of Puchong Perdana is very close by. We're 8 minutes walking.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And in
All
terms
right.
of food and all that for hawker stall, they need to have their own transport to go to Bandar Putri. Bandar Putri is the closest where for Chinese guests and Indian guests to go. For Malay guests, there are a lot of Malay foods at Puchong in Puchong Perdana itself,
All right,
because
sir.
this hotel is located in between the housing area. So we are surrounding by housing area.
Okay, sir. All right. So now we're going to look for the negative reviews, what we gathered. The
Okay.
first negative.
We also have negative reviews.
Okay.
What are the negative reviews? Sometimes you wouldn't know because I cannot work 24/7 here.
Yeah.
You see? And I don't say that my staff is great, but of course they are doing good job as well.
Good job.
So every department plays a role to get good reviews and bad reviews. So bad reviews, it depends on the guest as well. Sometimes when you come in, I can't accommodate what you don't have, what we don't have. Some guys they wanted which we don't have it here. So they are not happy. Some they say that we are very far from KL, but they already made a booking, so we can't change. Any booking comes through OTA, online travel agent, we can't change. You have to cancel. You have to book a new booking in KL. So we are about 45 to an hour from KL. We are very close to Putrajaya. We
All
are
right.
much close to KLIA. Sightseeing, in terms of sightseeing, I don't say we don't have, but we have put a lot of efforts whereby we engage tours, travels for guests as much as possible and as their request.
Okay, sir. Right.
So
So, Ronnie, can you
should I
continue next?
more on the bad reviews?
Sorry, sir.
Should I elaborate more on bad reviews? I mean, it's not exactly bad. It's something very challenging.
Yeah.
Uh, it's okay,
Okay,
sir.
one thing. I just wanted to shorten it.
Okay,
Mm.
sure,
Guess
sir.
what happened at the breakfast.
Okay.
Breakfast, of course, people say you have to eat like a king.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But for the affordable price that you are paying, you can't expect me to give you a breakfast like a five-star hotel. If you pay 160, you can't expect your breakfast to be paying like you are paying 300-400. So we have to see all that.
All right.
And in terms of customer service, that we don't smile and all that, that comes into that something that we look into it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that is more into staff attitude.
All right. Okay, sir.
Right.
All right.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, Ronnie, can you continue?
Yeah, sure. Good evening, Mr. Suresh. My name is Nurisha Zoni, as my friends has introduced. So I would like to continue this session. The next question is about the. Can you tell us how do you handle the complaints that you receive from the guests? Can you explain more about that?
Okay. I mean, nothing. Okay, handling complaints, I can tell you, it is something I've been doing that for over 20 years.
Yes.
I never failed in my life handling complaints.
Okay.
And I can proudly tell you because of my experience or whatsoever, I can
Right.
handle any complaints easily. But then there are a lot of complaints. So, do you guys have any specific complaint that I should give you, or should I just get whatever that I have handled?
Maybe you can just tell us about how you handle the
And the worst
uh,
worst complaint.
yes. Maybe you have handled the worst complaint from the guests.
Well, the worst complaint, it's not in Hilton. I share with you one of the complaint that I handled while I was in Park Royal Penang.
Okay,
Park
cancel,
Royal is a five-star in Penang.
cancel,
Yes.
cancel.
Well, it's a resort. So as you all know, the resort people come for holiday.
Yes.
And I'm not too sure whether you have been to Penang.
Yes.
Park Royal, they have one of the nice beach. Of course, it's not private; it's a public beach, and with all those catamarans, banana boats, and jet skis, and all that.
Yes,
So
sir.
while one fine day, I was on duty. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm not too sure. I have to handle the complaint because I was on duty.
Okay.
A group of guests who's staying in Park Royal, they went over to the public beach and they sat on the beach. While they sat on the beach, one of the jet ski,
Yes.
out of control, they ran into one of the guests.
Oh,
Oh,
That is serious. Okay, that is serious.
yes.
Ram into the guest, and of course, it doesn't ram to an adult. She was about 15 years old girl.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I, it was a very something that I can't forget in my life. Whereby
Yes.
the family, you wouldn't know. As I say, it's a public beach. Public
Yes.
beach. Anything happens on a public beach, I am not responsible actually.
yes,
Yeah.
They are only guests. So if anything happens in the room or in the hotel premises, I am liable.
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
This one happened on the public beach. The whole family, after the accident, they came to me
Mm-mm.
and they start to surround me, and I'm in the middle. And everybody, they wanted to punch me.
Yes.
Why that happens on the beach, which I got nothing to do with that.
Yes.
Then they told me one thing: this happened in front of your hotel. And of course, I told them it's a public beach. They say I don't care, but it's in front of your hotel. Then they insisted me, I want my daughter to be admitted in a private hospital, not a government hospital. So that's another part whereby I cannot make decision during that time because I was a duty manager. So I have to report in front of his manager.
Mm-mm.
Then uh, I managed to make a decision on that particular time because of the situation gone beyond.
Oh,
If I don't send the child or the girl to the private hospital, they would have smacked me. They would have smacked me terribly. So what I did, I called ambulance and she was taken off. So after that, the whole family has gone to the hospital. So what I did, I have to call the GM, I have to call my front office manager, I have to call the financial controller and all that to tell about this situation. It is very interesting, you know. This is not up to here. I can tell you another interesting part. So after I handled that and I told them, and GM said, fine, you have done because you were in a very bad situation. So we respect your decision. Then gone. So everybody gone. So that happens about 5 o'clock. So the whole family came back to the hotel again about 9 o'clock from the hospital. They told me, your hotel is going to bear all the charges. I just kept quiet. I say, well, we have helped you to send your daughter to the hospital. And why must we? Because that's a public beach. He said, I went and see the doctor. The doctor told me, you going give them major complaint. They will bear all the charges. So I told them, can I have the doctor's name? They gave me, they're too nice. They gave me the doctor's name. So I immediately reported to my general manager, this is the doctor. He said, you're going to give the massive complaint or whatsoever. All the charges will be bear by the hotel. And this is what the guest told me. Again, they smack me when I say I don't pay. So I just say, okay. But I didn't say that I want to pay. I say I have referred this matter to my general manager. So let them handle. And tomorrow morning, I would rather see you in the restaurant with my general manager to resolve this issue. Finally, the hotel paid the bill. We paid nearly about 6,000-7,000.
wow.
We paid. You just say. Then after we paid, the guest checkout, all done. We immediately reported to the CEO of the hospital. And this is doctor, and he has given such a remarks to the guest, and why must they have a complaint and we have to bear the charges? So the CEO came to the hotel. Finally, they bear the charges. We are sick. So that was one of the major. So I'm just shortened the story. Actually, the story has gone even further until they can't counter until we say that we're going to settle the bill for the hospital, and they have to go back. I can't remember where they're from, and but I still remember them. I can't forget in my life, but I forgot their face. Well, I give you a scenario which is very common scenario in the hotel. When it gets to high occupancy, have you all heard about farm out?
Can you repeat that again, sir?
Have you all heard about farm out?
Farm out.
Farm
That
out
is
means-
my first time hearing that.
Well, farm out means when your hotel is fully booked,
Yes.
we need to place you in another hotel.
Okay.
But that is not an easy task.
Yes.
If you have another Hilton close by to you, you can farm out easily. When there's no Hilton hotel close by, you cannot farm out. Because why? The priority should goes to within the brand.
Yes.
If within the brand hotel it's not closer to you, that's where you have to decide to take another steps where you have to go to another brand equivalent star. If you're 4-star, you only can send the guest to another 4-star hotel. If you are 5-star, I have to send another guest to a 5-star hotel. You can't send them to any other hotels. I want to be lucky because before I came here, I was with 4 Points by Sheraton Puchong under Marriott brand.
Yes.
So 4 Points before COVID and all that, because I was there about 3 years ago. 4 Points always get full because every hotel they can overbook. Huh? If let's say you have 200 rooms, you can overbook by 210 rooms.
Yes.
Even for some hotel, you can overbook by 30 rooms. And
Okay.
they will see how the front office, the revenue, and the housekeeping handling the guests. The GM will not bother. I mean, the regional will not bother. They will say that you are entitled or you may do overbooking by 30 rooms. By hook or crook, you have to get it done.
Yes, I see.
Well, somehow we handle this. Somehow we handle this. Because why? On reservation part, I just wanted to shorten this. I don't want to prolong this. Where
Sure,
on
sir.
reservation, we will check whichever is tentative booking. Tentative booking, we will call them, release the booking. So if
Ah,
let's say they're really not coming, we release the booking. So we still have more rooms. We
yes.
will call certain booking which no payment. They would have just called no payment. We call them no, no. If let's say we don't get any feedback, we will cancel the booking automatically by 6 p.m. That's why whenever we take booking, we have two types. We have 3 p.m. release, 6 p.m. release, no payment release.
Mm,
So what we do, we will do all this. This is what we call wash out.
wash out.
The
Okay,
hotel
sir.
terms say we will do wash out,
Yes.
pump out, wash out.
Everything's out.
Yeah.
So yeah, once we have done all this, we will see finally how many rooms. Of all that also, you may experience some of them, they will not turn up to midnight, but the rooms are confirmed. So when you don't turn up by midnight, you don't turn up permanently, you will be charged.
So it's under the guest itself.
It's under the guest. If let's say the guests don't come, it's their problem because
Yes.
they made a booking, they already make the payment. If they don't come, they may have some other reasons. Probably they can call the hotel to cancel the booking. So booking cancellation, always remember any hotel 72 hours, 3 days. But
Yes.
now during pandemic, they give you 24 hours. Some
Yeah.
hotels even give you 4 hours because everybody wanted to make business.
But
Yes.
it's can't refund, right? The money can't refund, right? Refundable,
It's subject to occupancy
Oh.
and refund subject to your booking TNC. If you
Yes.
book through Agoda, no refund. If you book through booking.com, there are so many ways which I cannot teach you
Okay.
that you can cancel and you cannot.
Ah, okay.
Booking.com, there are a lot of things that you can do, back end thing where you can get rid of the payment.
Oh, oh.
Okay.
If I start to teach you, then you're going to teach all the university students.
It's okay. It's okay. Um, so we move to the next question. Um, can you tell us what are the tips to run a hotel successfully? Maybe you can tell us about three or four, something like that.
I'm sorry. Can you just repeat the question again?
Can you give us some tips to run a hotel successfully?
Wow.
Maybe you can give us one or two if too
If
much.
you all, if any of you open your hotel, let me become a GM so I run the hotel for you. Well, successfully, I could say that the teamwork. You
Yeah.
see, GM, even if, let's say in future, if I become a GM, I alone cannot run the hotel. We need a housekeeping where they need to get the rooms ready. We need the front office because they are the most welcoming part. We need kitchen because they have to cook good food. We need
Yes.
food and beverage because they need to serve the guests.
Yes.
And partly we need the back end job people who's doing like housekeeping, stewarding. Have you heard about stewarding in the hotel industry?
Yes.
Stewarding, they do all the cleaning in the kitchen.
Yes. Yes.
Housekeeping, they're doing cleaning in the room and public area.
Yes.
At the same time, maintenance, they have to maintain the property well.
Yes.
And finally, the security. They have to look after the safety and the security of the guests who's going to
Yes.
stay in the hotel.
Yeah.
So all this combined become a successful team to form a hotel and to run the hotel and to bring in profits or loss.
Yes.
It all depends on the team. But of
Yeah.
course, the heat is very important. and the GM. That's why most of the hotel, the GMs are very particular in getting all the HODs. HODs like me, I'm one of the HODs. So we are the head of departments. So how do we run the department? Regardless whether you are autocratic or you are biocratic or whatever it is, but it is your own style in order for you to run the hotel, in order for you to run the operations as well as your department.
Yes. See, I
But I'm
see.
too loud in the hotel, huh?
Okay, so my last question is, I think I missed one question about under hospitality cycle. Can you explain the departure process, sir? Departure.
Okay. Departure process, if let's say you're booking through OTA, I wanted to tell you a general terms. I don't want to give you any shortcuts because at the moment here we try to do a little bit differently. But I don't want to tell you that. I wanted to go with a proper procedure for you to know about the departure process. Okay,
Okay.
when you check in, we will, if let's say you already paid through online travel agent, let's say your rooms are paid for 3 nights, for example. When you check in, I will take advance deposit 300 per night, 100 per night, 100, 3 nights, 300.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will key in my system. I will have to give you a copy of advance deposit receipt. You must keep that until your departure.
Yes.
When it comes to guests, once they stay in the room, because you already have 300 deposit, you can order room service, you can dine in any of the restaurants, you can even go to swimming pool, you can sign your bill where we will charge to your room. Okay? Upon departure, let's come to departure. Departure, we will wait until 12 o'clock.
Yes, normal time.
We are not allowed to call any guest before 12. When you start to call, the guest will scream at you. Not even 12, you're calling me and you're chasing me. Okay, we are not allowed to call. What I will do, my style here, I only will start to call the guests after 12:30. Some people, they may not want to, okay. That's one part of it. If let's say you really wanted to have a late checkout, sometimes if the occupancy low, I have no issue, but with the approval of duty manager and front office manager, we can extend you up to 2 o'clock. Which we don't tell the guests. You call down very last minute. Hi, sorry, I have a meeting. I have online call. Can I just stay on a little bit more by 1 o'clock? And I wanted to finish up my my meeting online, and I wanted to freshen up. Then I want to go out at 1 o'clock. So during this kind of guest, what we will do, no problem, sir. You may stay up to 2 o'clock. You don't have to rush. You don't have to rush. You may come at 2 o'clock. We will prepare the bill for you, and you may settle, and you may get your deposit upon departure. So that's one of it. If let's say they really wanted to go at 12 o'clock, sometimes if you are 100% occupancy, the counter is going to be haywire. If everybody comes down at 12 o'clock. So on that part, anybody wants late checkout, I will give them. Some I give them 12:30. Some I tell them you may come at 12:45. Some I tell them you may come at 1 o'clock. Excuse me. That you may come at 1 o'clock. Because why? That's why I'm going to split them. If the counter is going to be a long queue, that's another complaint. Your checkout process is very slow, and we are not able. I am rushing, and I'm not able to attend a function. During the time, I thought your checkout process is 5 minutes. Of course, it's 5 minutes, but with the crowd, I can't check out you at 5 o'clock. I can't just cut the queue. You wouldn't know when cut the queue. The other person will shout at you, not at them. I even overcome that guests scolding each other. Hey, you cut my queue. Who are you? Why you come? And all that. That happens. So that's why we have to call the security to resolve this. Checkout process supposed to be only 5 minutes. Or it could be even less.
Okay.
Am I clear?
Clear, sir.
All right.
Okay. Got any questions? Anyone?
No. That's all.
That's right.
I I have no question. If you guys come to, please come and see me.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Maybe I'm going back to Penang. I'm from Penang, so I'm going
Oh.
back to Penang for about 10 days.
Oh,
Oh, okay, sir.
okay, sir. Okay. I think that's all, sir.
Guys,
Yes, sir.
anything else, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, because no, I just wanted to assist you all as much as I could, because I do understand you guys wanted to complete whatever your project is.
Yeah.
So if you all need my assistance, you all may email me or you may WhatsApp me. I can just give you all the informations.
Oh,
Sure, sure.
thank you, sir. Thank you
you,
very
sir.
much.
Okay? And I will send my email address. Then you all can just email me. No issue.
All right.
Oh,
Okay, sir.
okay,
All
okay,
right.
sir.
All right, sir.
Anything else, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
That's all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so
sir.
much, sir, for your time.
Weekend. Thank you.
All
Bye.
right. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Okay, bye, sir.
Okay, bye, sir.
Woo!
Meeting.
Huh?
Another meeting. I mean, total duration meeting.
For 48 minutes, ஆனா recording வந்து 36 minutes lah.
So
பேச
total
ஆரம்பி-
36 minutes.
36 minutes. நான் இப்ப ஸ்டாப் பண்றேன் recording.
Okay, stop it.